My name is Christi Burke Maves, and I teach Taekwondo at PCC Cascade campus. I've been teaching there for about 5 years, and I've been teaching Taekwondo about 20 years. I chose to go into Taekwondo. Actually, it was my first year of college. I was going to school out at Mount Hood Community College, and oddly enough, I actually didn't know anything about it. It was a PE class, quite like the ones that I'm teaching at PCC. At the time, of course, I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and I loved it right from the very beginning. The discipline of Taekwondo, there's actually very traditional roots of it. There's 5 different tenets. It's courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, indomitable spirit. We utilize those 5 tenets in class a lot, and mainly we're talking to our junior students, but the self-discipline, the self-control that's learned in class is something that we like to see carry over to everyday life, not just within the class. It's always been my goal not to just build a good Taekwondoist, but a good, well-rounded martial artist in general. Because Taekwondo is basically a kicking art, doesn't have a whole lot of roots in grappling or things like that. So that's generally when my students, when they come to my class, they'll be doing more than just Taekwondo. The most recent success would have to be the 2010 U.S. National Team Trials in Florida of July of this year, which was, oddly enough, it was 6 months after my total hip replacement. And that was a real challenge because I was only actually released to kick at full power 4 months before the trials. And I had a lot of people that were really questioning whether or not I was able to even compete, but my husband and I started the rehab immediately. I mean, within a week after my surgery, and we kept at it. And when I look back on it, it actually happened fairly quickly, even though it was difficult. And so by the time that I got to team trials, I'd felt better than I had in the past 3 years. I've learned from teaching Taekwondo, number one, to be more flexible and more patient, because every student shows up with a variety of not just physical abilities, but their ability to take in information. And so I've had to be much more flexible there. I also think that it's forced me to learn my own art form more, because you have to teach it. So therefore you have to know more about it. Taekwondo means just about everything to me. It's given me an outlet in terms of being able to have something that's just for me. And of course, teaching classes at PCC is wonderful, because the students that show up there have this eagerness to learn, and they're like sponges that soak up information. I can't even imagine it never being a part of my life. I'm sure I'll probably be competing until I can't compete anymore. I'm also an international referee, so when I'm done with that, I'll probably be refereeing and judging, and I honestly cannot ever picture myself not teaching in some capacity or another.